Put your hands together. Come on. You can stand. Back when I had a little, I thought that I needed a lot. A little was overrated, but a lot was a little too complicated. Zero didn't satisfy me, a million didn't make me happy. That's when I learned the lesson. You see, it's all about your perception. Hey, are you a papa or a superstar? So you act, so you think, so you are. It's not about the size of your car, it's about the size of the love in your heart. There's hope. It doesn't cost a thing to smile. You don't have to pay to laugh, and you better thank God for that. Hey, there's hope. It doesn't cost a thing to smile, and you don't have to pay to laugh. You better thank God for that. Listen. Back in my old country in LA, I let a brother who'd always say he could accomplish anything. You see, just like me, he wanted to sing. He had no windows and no doors. He lived a simple life and was extremely poor, but that didn't stop him from seeing the light. On top of all that, he had no eyesight. He said, what's it like in the USA? All I did was complain, yo. Living here is paradise. He taught me paradise is in your mind, you know. Yes, so it doesn't cost a thing to smile. You don't have to pay to laugh. Come on, you better thank God for that. Ooh, there's hope. It doesn't cost a thing to smile. You don't have to pay to laugh, and you better thank God for that. Listen. You see, every time I turn on the TV, seems like somebody else going crazy. We need to start praying today. Gotta get our lives right just right away. You see, our governments, they keep on lying, while the gas prices keep on rising. Yo, we gotta keep on surviving, putting our faith in God, He'll make a way. There's hope. It doesn't cost a thing to smile. You don't have to pay to laugh, and you better thank God for that. Ooh, there's hope. It doesn't cost a thing, and you don't have to pay to laugh. You better thank God for. Can you guys repeat after me? Say, there's hope. I said, there's hope. There's hope. Say, there's hope. Say, there's hope. Say, there's hope. Say, there's hope. You guys sound beautiful. Listen, there's hope. It doesn't cost a thing to smile, and you don't have to pay to laugh, and we better thank God for that. In these times today, we have to remember that there's hope. It doesn't cost a thing to smile, and you don't have to pay to laugh. One, two, there's hope for me and you. There's hope, there's hope, there's hope, there's hope, there's hope. God bless you guys.
So, wir haben den Shon nochmal hier, damit wir ein bisschen was über seine Lieder hören. Die meisten seiner Lieder stammen von ihm. Und there's hope. Wir müssen lächeln, haben wir gerade gehört und gesungen, auch wenn das Leben manchmal ganz anders mit uns spielt. Und mit dem Lächeln kennst du dich auch aus von der Vergangenheit. So, you have been an artist, a musician, a dancer. You came from Los Angeles, Hollywood, and you even played in the movie Peter Pan with Julia Roberts.
Ja.
Also er war und ist Künstler, Schauspieler, Musiker, kommt aus Los Angeles und hat sogar früher in dem Film Hook heißt er, die Geschichte von Peter Pan mit Julia Roberts gespielt. So, say hi to Julia, by the way.
I will.
So, wie bist du zu diesem Beruf gekommen, zu dem Künstlerischen, zu dem Entertaining? What was your way to this job?
For Hook or just in general?
Just in general.
So growing up in Hollywood, I was going through a really rough time as a kid, and my grandma thought to put me in dance class.
Er ist in Los Angeles aufgewachsen, ziemlich düstere Gegend. Seine Großmutter dachte, den stecke ich in eine Tanzschule.
Yeah, and the woman who owned it also was a talent agent and started sending me out for auditions.
Und die Dame, die das geleitet hat, war so eine Agentin, Talentsucherin und hat ihn dann nach vorne gepusht.
But I've been singing since I was little. My whole family is into the arts, so it wasn't so foreign.
Und er hat als kleiner Junge schon gesungen, seine ganze Familie ist in dem Bereich auch unterwegs. So then you came from Los Angeles, from the beaches, to Germany.
Yes.
Cold Germany.
I get asked the question, why? Warum hast du?
Warum bist du nach Deutschland, vom sonnigen Kalifornien nach Berlin auch noch?
Ja, Berlin.
Ja.
Nicht Deutschland, Berlin.
Ja.
Ich mag es Spaß. I fell in love with the openness of Berlin. Berlin, when I first started going, the creativity and the outpour of artists, there's no place like it. Berlin is very open. You can create and try.
Er hat sich verliebt in diese offene Kultur von Berlin, diese künstlerische Freiheit, sich auszudrücken, das hat ihn sehr angezogen.
Yeah. I mean, it's been 11 years now since I've lived in Berlin.
11 Jahre, ja.
Yeah, and I'm always amazed at my life, you know. God has allowed me to meet people I never thought I would meet, to be on stage with Helena Fischer, Gideon Burkhardt. Gideon Burkhardt is Kommissar Rex.
Kommissar Rex, ja. Also Gott hat ihn mit ganz vielen Leuten zusammengeführt, war auf der Bühne mit Helene Fischer und dem anderen von Kommissar Rex.
Sven Martinique from Der Clown and
wow.
So.
So God blessed you, and we heard a lot of your, the other side of your life. Last time, the violence against you, racism. Er war schon mal hier, hat auch über Rassismus und die Gewalt, die an ihm ausgeübt wurde, auch berichtet. Und today's topic is hypocrisy. So, heute reden wir über Heuchelei. Und so, I like your openness, your transparency. When we talk, you are very open and you don't hide things. Und also immer, wenn wir reden, ich bewundere seine Offenheit. Er redet ganz, ganz offen über auch die schwierigen Themen. Und so, what is your experience with hypocrisy? Was ist deine Erfahrung mit der Heuchelei? Maybe, if it's even possible, hypocrisy in church. Heuchelei in Gemeinden.
Well, I've had to hide a lot since I was a kid.
Also er musste eine ganze Menge immer verstecken, auch als Kind.
There were a lot of things, not necessarily from my family, but within church that were not okay.
Also vieles, was in der Kirche, in der er aufwuchs, nicht okay war, was er verstecken musste.
And when you're struggling with your sexual identity, it's kind of funny. The church always tells you come to Jesus, but there's so many conditions that come along with that. But yet they say God is open and God is loving and God is this. And the hypocrisy of saying that God is love, but wait, to be serving in church, to be on ministry, you have to become this. Our vision as humans is a little cloudy about God's love, I think.
Also er hat in seiner Jugend auch natürlich Kämpfe gehabt, auch mit der sexuellen Identität. Und dann hat er gemerkt, dass die Kirche, in der er war, die gesagt hat, du bist willkommen, alle sind willkommen, dann auf einmal Schwierigkeiten hatte, dass es dann doch Themen gab, wo es hieß, was man einzuhalten hat, um in der Kirche auch dienen zu können oder Teil der Gemeinde sein zu können.
I mean, when I think of God and the way I've understood God since I was a kid is God is love and God is accepting. And if we're saying we are true believers of God, then why don't we trust God to do what God does, and that's change lives in God's time, and not within the church's time or our human time.
Yes.
And I have complete faith that God is doing a new work in me, but it's my relationship with God, and no one I mean, after this many years in church, yeah.
Also seine Idee ist, oder seine Überzeugung ist, dass Gott Liebe ist und dass wir als Christen das auch widerspiegeln sollten, Leute aufnehmen können und diesen Veränderungsprozess auch Gott überlassen und auch die Zeit, die es vielleicht braucht. Und er ist ganz sicher, Gott arbeitet in seinem Leben und in seiner Zeit werden Dinge sich auch verändern und werden Veränderungen dann auch auf göttliche Weise passieren. Ja.
I mean, to be honest, I cried a lot of nights. I tried to take my life. A lot of stuff has happened to me in church. The fact that I'm sitting here today, able to speak about this subject, I say thank you, number one, for your openness and allowing this conversation to be had. And number two, the funny thing is...
Also er hat viele in Kirchen, er hat auch viel geweint und hatte viele Kämpfe durch das, was ihnen in Kirchen, in Gemeinden angetan wurde. Und es ist ein kleines Wunder, dass er heute hier sitzt und uns auch in diesem Setting, in diesem Gottesdienst dienen kann. Und ja.
The second thing is, I mean, my relationship with God is stronger today than it was in the past because I really depend, like it's not for show. My worship happens when I'm home. When I'm in bed, I think about Scripture. And people they don't think I do because I don't do it publicly.
Yeah.
You know, it's something so personal to me and something that grounds me in my life that I have friends.
Yes.
I'll be fast.
Also, also sein Gefühl ist, dass seine Beziehung zu Gott viel, viel tiefer geworden ist, auch durch die Erfahrung über die Jahre, als es früher war. Und dass er das ein bisschen trennt von der Show, von dem, was hier auf der Bühne passiert, dass er oft abends im Bett liegt, über Gott nachdenkt, Bibel liest, singt und eine ganz enge Verbindung auch zu Gott hat, enger als früher.
And for me, like I have friends who are Muslim and Jewish and Hindus and what I was asking Toby earlier or last night, I think, I said, well, if we truly believe in all these gods, the Christians believe in Jesus, why doesn't the world look different? Why does the world look the way it does? And my job now is to go into the world and to bring hope. Yes. And not within the church, not within the safe walls. I want everything outside of the safety of the church. I want to go into the clubs. I want to bring a message of hope and for people to leave my concerts feeling empowered and strengthened and like they can face tomorrow,
yes.
You know?
Also er hat viele Freunde, natürlich christliche Freunde, aber auch aus anderen Religionen, aus dem Hinduismus, Islam. Und die große Frage, die wir, glaube ich, auch alle haben von dir ist, so, wenn wir irgendwo einen Glauben haben an einen Gott, an einen Schöpfer, an einen Gott der Liebe vielleicht, warum sieht diese Welt so chaotisch aus? Und er hat sich angewöhnt, ein Botschafter von Hoffnung zu sein, nicht nur in diesem Setting und auch in die Clubs und Bars und zu den Leuten zu gehen und Hoffnung zu teilen. Und this is really cool. Shon, whenever I meet you, I can feel it, that you are very transparent. And one last question. Yeah. It's an easy question. Okay. So if you would have 1 minute to give us a recipe, 1 Minute, um uns ein Rezept zu geben, you know, to solve hypocrisy, like a pill against hypocrisy, eine Tablette gegen Heuchelei. So in 1 minute, what would be your advice for us to be open, transparent, vulnerable?
Oh, I didn't see that coming. It's not an easy question. 1 minute.
Yeah, one idea.
Love others like you love yourself. When people really sit with themselves alone, and you really think about where you want to be, who you are, what's going on, the things you feel you can't tell someone, remember someone else has the same thoughts, And as Christians, we're implored to go out and love thy neighbor as thyself. The problem is a lot of us don't love ourselves. So when you begin to receive love from the Father and begin to see your possibilities with all your imperfections, and you can start to love yourself, then you can truly go out and love thy neighbor.
Also der Vers, den du zitiert hast, den Vers, den du zitiert hast, sein Ratschlag ist, Jesus sagt, lieb deinen Nächsten, wie du dich selber liebst. Und für viele muss das damit beginnen, dass wir uns fragen, wie möchte ich behandelt werden? Wie behandle ich damit andere? Und manchmal startet es auch damit, sagt Shon, dass wir vielleicht schauen, dass wir beginnen, auch uns auch selber wertzuschätzen, die Liebe, die Gott für uns hat, auch uns selber zuzugestehen, uns selber zu lieben und dann auf den Nächsten zu gucken und offen zu sein. Thank you very much, Shon.
Thank you guys. Dankeschön. Here we go. You guys can stand if you want. In this crazy world today, love is what we need. One, two, three, AM. Turn it up, please. Hey, come on. Listen, our lives are so demanding. We know. So fast the time is passing. We know. Slowly our world's descending. We know. We reach while one hand's grasping. Hey, we know. Come on. We know. One more chance to get it right before we kiss ourselves goodbye. If we try and if we find, maybe we can get it right. We know time is up the limit. If we do not get this, soon we will be carried away. Taking and no giving, dying and no living. When we gonna wake up and change? Listen, we all know what we're missing. We know. Keep promising and listen. We know. We live above our limits. We know. It's time to seek forgiveness. Ooh, yeah. We know. Yeah. We know. Keep it going. Listen. One more chance to get it right before we kiss ourselves goodbye. If we try and if we fight, maybe we can get it right. We know time is at the limit. If we do not get this, we know. Taking and not giving, dying and not living. We know, we know. Time is at the limit. If we do not get this, soon we will be carried away. Taking and no giving, dying and not living. When we gonna wake up Cool. Thanks. Haven't sung that in a while. God bless you guys, yeah? Take care.